Hello everyone, I'm Bald Dumbo Rat, though a lot of my friends know me as Jitty or Jitterbug.
And many of you probably already know that I, the actor of Derpy Hooves from Dr. Hooves and Assistant, am a transgender man. An important part of my journey of self-discovery and realizing my identity fully was participating in the Dr. Hooves fandom in big ways that allowed me to explore myself with a supportive community. I want to thank the fans who have been supportive, congratulate the fans who have found their own queer identities, and encourage those who may be questioning their own identity to find a safe space to explore and experiment. Since you have shown so much support, and since so many have been inspired by my journey, I'd like to introduce someone who is on that journey right now of self-discovery, who could use that same support. You've known the Doctor's voice actor for over 10 years, and now, it's time for a new introduction.
Hi everyone, I'm Jesse, or Jestre DeRama, the second voice actor for Dr. Hooves / Time Turner after Keiko and Gilly for
Dr. Hooves and Assistant by Ponies of Pockets Productions.
Long intro aside, I have been on a long journey to find who I am within myself. I grew up feeling too masculine to be feminine, while also feeling too feminine to be masculine. Part of me felt I'd always fit in better with girls dynamically, but being bullied for being labeled weird or gay put me in survival mode to come up with a mask that others would feel okay interacting with. Although back then I did find out I was demi-romantic. Eventually, I forgot how badly I wanted to change gender since early childhood because of anything LGBT being heavily looked down on in the 90s and double zeros during my school life, and this does historically go back further. I stayed confused until I started thinking of being non-binary since I was 25, when I coincidentally started often cosplaying as Toriel at Midwest Fur Fest. I recommend going there. It's over in Rosemont, Illinois. From around the middle to the end of last year, in 2024, I was deeply considering my gender identity to the point I felt like my personality was beyond unsure while being sure. I was worried I was maybe making the wrong choice because it's such a major change. I reminded myself how many times I have felt an ongoing need to have the body that matches my soul, but often in the form of telling myself, I hate being a guy. I hate being a guy, for different instances that just didn't feel right to me. Of course, I have a fear that others might think I'm lying to myself, and others may say it's down an irreversible path, but when I asked myself if I felt like a boy or a girl repeatedly, the volume gradually rang true that I didn't need to mask, that I genuinely feel I am a girl, a woman, and any other pleasant female pronouns. What I think really pushed me past the point where I can realize or perhaps find myself was when all of my mental stress came to a head, literally in my head. I was in such a stoic depression one night because of what I considered an identity crisis. I had to open up to my close friends about how I had been feeling. Among those I have already told, it has been a heavily supportive response to feel trusted and supported in coming out as a trans woman, no trends attached. Given gender identity was such a major puzzle piece I couldn't figure out, I was open to having a movie night with Jitty. He recommended I saw the TV Glow a few times prior, before I mentally crashed into a depression at the time because, coincidentally, it had a lot to do with gender. I resonated with the movie the entire time heavily, all the way through, because I could relate to it all the way through. I highly recommend seeing that artsy and well-done experience, by the way. For my true voice, it won't change much, but that's because the hormones won't affect my vocal cords as long as, I'm past puberty, and I'm way past puberty. And this affects male to female transgender people, but I am hoping that practice and receiving vocal training will help soften it to, you could say. My voice acting range will still likely go mostly based on my current range, because gotta use what I got to keep pursuing voice acting professionally. I have always supported Jitty / many a preferred name from beginning to end, and always during his transition to a handsome stallion, voice changes and all, because he is still the same person, just regenerated to how he feels. The same will be said for me, and I hope you all still support me, Jitty, and our team, and anyone you know who is transgender in your life.